What's up, you guys? Austin here. Welcome to MHKids Online. Guys, it's so close to summer. It's almost here. I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait. Summer is my favorite time of the year. What's yours? Well, hopefully it's a time where it's sunny, it's warm, there's no school. So basically summer. I know that you may be going to all sorts of adventures this summer, but luckily you can still hang out with us each week on our YouTube channel and talk about the best summer ever. That'd be awesome. But anyways, let's talk about what we're doing today. Today we're learning about some more of Paul's adventures by looking at his third journey to go share the gospel with the world. So grab a cup of water, your parent guide, I have mine right here, and everything else that you need, because on the count of 3, it's time to worship. All right? 1, 2, 3, hit it.
I'm feeling good, good, good in a crazy way. God's love changed me more than I can say. Can't keep this in, gotta let it out. Gonna tell the whole world that your love is spinning me around and around. Yeah, it's turning me upside down. I can't believe the way you love me more than I can contain. I'm gonna turn around and give it away. I want the world to know just how I feel. They gotta know, your love is real. You love me just the way I am. Gonna tell the whole world that your love is spinning me round and around. Yeah, it's turning me upside down. I can't believe the way you love me more than I can contain. I'm gonna turn around and give it away. But don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. But don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Let's speech in life, in love, in faith and in purity. In speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Let's speech in life, in love, in faith and in purity. In speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. It's 1 Timothy 4:12. One more time. Say, 1 Timothy 4:12.
Paul traveled from Athens to the city of Corinth. There, he met a Jewish man named Aquila and his wife Priscilla. They were tent makers, as was Paul. So Paul stayed with them and worked with them. On the Sabbath days, Paul went to the synagogue to talk to the Jews and Greeks. He tried to persuade them to believe in Jesus. Some of the people believed, and the church grew in Corinth. Paul traveled with his friends Aquila and Priscilla from Corinth to Ephesus. Aquila and Priscilla stayed in Ephesus while Paul visited churches throughout Asia. Paul helped the believers in the cities grow stronger in their faith. While Paul was traveling, a Jew named Apollos came to Ephesus. Apollos knew the scriptures well. Apollos liked to tell people about Jesus, and what he taught was true. But he did not understand everything about Jesus, so Priscilla and Aquila took him to their home and explained more to him. Apollos traveled and taught others, using the scriptures to show that Jesus is the Messiah. Paul met with a group of people to eat the Lord's Supper. He talked to the group until midnight. As Paul spoke, a young man named Eutychus was sitting in the window. He listened to Paul talking and became very sleepy. When he fell asleep, he fell out the window, 3 stories down to the ground. Eutychus was dead, but Paul went to his side and put his arms around him. And Eutychus came back to life. Paul continued talking until the morning. Then the believers took Eutychus home, and they were greatly comforted. Now Paul traveled back towards Ephesus. He decided not to stop in Ephesus, but he asked the leaders of the church there to meet him in a nearby city. Paul said to them, "I am obeying the Spirit and am going to sail to Jerusalem. I do not know what will happen to me there, but I know that trouble and jail wait for me. I do not care about my own life. The most important thing is that I finish the work Jesus gave me to do. I want to tell people the good news of God's grace." Paul and the church leaders prayed together, and they cried because they knew they might never see Paul again. Then they went with him to the ship to say goodbye. As Paul traveled on his 3rd missionary journey, he used every opportunity to tell people the good news about Jesus and to help the church. Paul was dedicated to Jesus, who called him to do the work of sharing the gospel.
Bro, it was a pool of green Jello. It was probably one of the coolest things I have ever seen. I mean, have you ever seen anything like that? It had a diving board and everything, and it was probably the size of like 10 elephants. Anyways, I gotta go, so I'll talk to you later. Hey y'all, sorry about that. I was having a quick conversation with one of my friends. Now you may be wondering, Mr. Mike, was that an orange that you were just talking into? Well, yes, it was. And you may also be wondering, Mr. Mike, was that orange part of your lunch? Yes, it is. You're also probably wondering how I made a phone call? Well, we'll just chalk that up to being awesome. Wait, how did I make a phone call using an orange? Either way, I'll figure that out later, but you guys heard the end of my conversation talking about that giant pool of green Jello that I found. Guys, I've been telling everyone about it. It was so cool. It had a diving board and the pool was massive. It could fit like 10 elephants. I'm just getting so excited just thinking about it, and I want to tell everyone. Have you guys ever seen something or gotten something or that you were just so excited about that you had to tell everyone? Maybe you got a new toy for your birthday, and when you got that toy, you told your friends, your family, your neighbors, your teachers, your classmates, and everyone all about it. Guys, this is something we all do. We tell people about the things that we love most, and that makes me think about our story today. Now, in our story, as Paul traveled on his third missionary journey, he used every opportunity to tell people the good news about Jesus and to help the church. Jesus called Paul to share the gospel after completely transforming Paul's life, and Paul responded by sharing the gospel everywhere he went. Paul shared the gospel because he loved Jesus and was responding to the calling that Jesus gave him. And guys, guess what? That's what we should do too. The gospel is greater than any toy, trip, food, or anything. The gospel is the best news in the world, and we should share the gospel with others because we love Jesus more than anything. It's not that a toy or a trip or even a swimming pool full of green Jello aren't good. Jesus is just better than all of those things. And just like Jesus called Paul to go out and share the gospel, he called us to do the same thing. So guys, I have a challenge for you. I want to challenge you to share Jesus with a friend this week. Now, one way that you can do that is by inviting your friend to Kids Week and telling them all about it and how we will learn all about Jesus and what he did for us on the cross. Kids Week is going to be here before we know it, and it is such a great opportunity to invite friends and share the gospel. Guys, I can't wait to hear your stories of you guys sharing Jesus and inviting friends to Kids Week. So until then, I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
Jesus is better than any toy, video game, or vacation we could ever have. We have an awesome opportunity to share that with the world. But who are you going to share with this week? Maybe someone you'll invite to Kids Week. Kids Week is going to be a great time for them to come join us. It's going to be a ton of fun, so check out our website or visit us at one of our campuses if you want more information or inviter cards to invite your friends to Kids Week. Well, families, we have the good news of Jesus that changes lives and has changed the world. So as you go out on your adventures throughout the week, remember, the best life lived is one for Jesus. See you guys next week.